Yes, good morning, my people. How are you today? The morning. How is your morning so far? The day is not bright, not dark. It's just there. And it's Market Tuesday, guys. Tell us about your businesses, products, and services, how much you're selling them, and where we can find them. Don't be shy. Just tell us. Keep telling people until they buy. Yesterday, I was in class, and the head of our course, gentleman in his 60s, very respectable, one of the leading marketers in the country, came and said, sometimes your marketing will not pay off. Actually, not sometimes. Most times your marketing will not pay off immediately, but it can pay off 2 years to come, 3 years to come. So any chance you get to market your products and services, use that chance. Because Tomanya, he gave an example of how, like 4 years ago, he went to Namiriango and talked to the boys about the course, and they did not enroll immediately, but 4 years later they came. Kosa Mojirabi UAE. So today is your day to try and tell us about your products and services. Make sure you mention the brand name, because if anyone should forget anything, they should never forget the brand name. I know Kubanga, and it should be a name you're going to use for a very long time. Kara Jukent while your events company Jibaita Starch Events, and then you're going to have to make sure that you're online, that when they Google Starch Events bakusanga yo, because tuli mulemba kati oguli very digital, people Google everything and anything. And of course then there are people that don't Google, but there are people that TikTok, they search on TikTok. Then there are people that search on Facebook. So you need to understand how these things are working. But today is Market Tuesday. Muyombia Mag, good morning. Omni Wandiambi, Mugalasi Joshua Mixed Farm, Vinny Katz, John's Info, Louis, Travel Live Vlog, Serada, John Paul, Patrick Rio Poultry Farm, Paul Sema, Kambe CJ, Chigozi Stanley, Tare Samuel, Mikel UG, Nampija Juliet, Orad K Momo VIP, Katne GLE. GLE Simuro za CJ Bari Banzi Yesize Isumzo Chayo. It must be that car. You remember I told you the story of how someone said I stole the car key? That must be the car. That the key cost 7 million to replace. That must be the car. But good morning, good morning. Yesterday to Aguze Allion. I'm going to tell you the story briefly, but tell us about your products and services. First, tell us where you're. And one of these days we're going to talk about upgrading your car too soon. You don't want to upgrade your car too soon, because when you upgrade your car too soon, again, when you upgrade your car too soon, you won't like the results that come out of that. But let's talk about that on Random Car Talk Thursday, upgrading too soon and its disadvantages you get. But today is Market Tuesday. Let's focus on telling people about our products and services. And let me start by telling you that I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car and you want to make sure you get you make a good choice, I'm your man. I'm your guardian angel. I'm there to simply make sure that together we make the right decision for you. I come with the mechanic, and me and the mechanic make sure that we check the mechanical bits, and if there are any issues, we should be able to tell you. Please don't get ripped off. I've told you a story of a person we inspected for a car, and then the mechanic even did random service, and after this person set off to go home, then he goes to do service at a petrol station, and these people tell him that these brakes are worn out. But me personally remember the mechanic telling me but they are okay. So I tell this gentleman, you know what, send me pictures of those brake pads. He sends me pictures of brake pads and they are still okay. But you know, people want to take advantage of you, especially when they see that you have just bought a car. Bagara Okuyi, recently we bought a car, and this person, a mechanic, they even made him do the gearbox service. I really hope the gearbox service they did was proper, because this person may end up losing their gearbox. You get. And whether your car is new or old, check your water levels every morning if you can, or at least if you can't do that every morning, do it every 2 days. Check your water levels in the radiator. Yeah, check your water levels to make sure that you have water or coolant in the radiator. You don't want to risk. And I've been saying this for a very long time, but somehow people take it for granted. Check your coolant levels every morning. If me, I do every morning. When I pop the hood and check water, check oil. That's, for me, that's standard operating procedure every morning. Why? Because your car can get a leakage at any one moment, and if your car ever gets a leakage, don't drive it any further until you have fixed that leakage. You get it? Because that leakage can get worse. If it gets worse, your car will overheat. Please make sure you check your water levels. If you have not yet left home and you hadn't checked your coolant levels, this is your time to do that. Please check your coolant levels. You lose nothing if you check the coolant. So today is Market Tuesday, guys. Bagami and pre-purchase inspection. The pre-purchase inspection service from Arthur will cost you only 450,000 shillings. That money covers just 1 day of inspection in the Kampala Central Business District. Yeah, that means Nakawa, Bakuli, Machindye, Mengo, Chambogo, Chireka. So literally I'm talking about Kampala. When you skip to Wachiso, you buy some extra fuel. Which take it. I've done the math and I know why I make you pay extra fuel costs. Yeah, but 450 covers 1 day of inspection. Even if you have 10 cars, we will look at them and help you select the best one. Then I sell car trackers as well, 350,000 and 450,000. The trackers all can turn off your engine remotely. Even if you're in London and the car is in Kampala, you can see where your car is going, where it has been, see when the car is turned on, to turn off the engine remotely, and then you can even geofence and say Morokawe Suka, no, give me an alert. And the one for 450,000, the tracker for 450,000, you can call it. It self answers and you listen to the people in the car. Which take it. So that's the difference between the one for 350 and the one for 450. And I sell car alarms as well at 210,000 shillings. And we have capes for the love of cars. Mutonzi wa feya asarawo abantu je basinzo okwagala. People are buying the mutonzi wa feya asarawo cape a lot. So the person that delivers the capes told me yesterday they delivered it to someone big in the police. I don't know who that person is, but if you're watching, thank you for the support. Yeah, I had a very bad experience with police some time back. That I did not think that you guys were ever fans of For the Love of Cars, but I'm happy. Thank you very much. and you can continue ordering for capes. I don't work on the cape orders, but you can call the number I give you all the time, 0787 599 882. That's the number you call to get capes. Yeah, and that person delivers. Of course, the cape is 20k. You pay for delivery yourself. Arthur, is that marketing program at Platos throughout the year, and is it suitable for a small scale? Yes, the digital marketing program is for small business owners, marketers, salespeople, vacists, and students. Yeah, and every month we enroll every month throughout the year. January we enroll, February we enroll. It's throughout the year, so you can enroll whenever you want. But then we also have a social media and content marketing course training that is only 1 week. Yeah, that the social media and content marketing training is only 1 week, 5 days only, 2 hours every day, Monday to Friday, and you're done. And all our courses come with certificates. They have gradings as well. We don't want you to come and then take it for granted, so you get graded. Every class you attend, participation, and of course assignments. The assignments are also on your business. So they give you an assignment and you do it on your business. Good morning, Isaac Malinga, Mosema Saddam, Todi Ronald. Yes, Chigozi Stanley nakubuzizako da mwena ndo zamba buzizako. Arthur, you mean to say that gearbox is not supposed to be serviced? Yes, you should, but with CVT, leave it unless you have seen a leakage. Many people buffy gearboxes away and they don't say, but simply because someone, and normally the mechanic will want to make money from you. Right? They will want to make money from you, so they will claim you have to do service for your gearbox. But the CVT cars, leave the gearbox alone. Leave the gearbox alone unless if it has a leakage, because then you have to put extra CVT. So that's the chance for you to put out the gearbox oil and put it and measure it and then put back the right amount of gearbox oil. But leave the you guys, how many people have you seen that their gearboxes die because of no service? Even the old automatics. Me, I've never seen anyone. All the people whose gearboxes die, they die either because of poor driving habits or leakages. Those gearboxes don't die you did not service the gearbox. I've not seen that anywhere. So you can service the gearbox if you really must, but like if we buy a car and Arthur says tokola service ya gearbox, please don't do the gearbox service. Ojja kuchawa abantu. You will say, Arthur, you picked a car that has a faulty gearbox. Then you'll say, attack the mechanic put bad gearbox. Ojja kunyigira abantu banji. And I'm sure you don't want to do that. You get. After me, I do service on my car after 3 months. Exactly. Greetings from Bushenyi. Innocent, how is Bushenyi? I really appreciate your commitment and determination to save Ugandans. How much is the 1 week? The 1 week training is 177,000 shillings, inclusive of VAT. Until we are forcefully registered for VAT. After someone did my business concept through the difference, though the difference is that I want to focus on music events, but I can't wait to visit the food truck when I'm in Uganda. You can also do, food trucks are so many, but you can also do a food truck and put it in different location. That's the thing with businesses. The target market is everything. Serada John Power Gambia, Jopa Electricals offices in Wachiso town. I do all domestic electrical installations, camera, solar, and electric fences. Where are you located exactly, John Paul? Give us the real directions. Abantu banji bazimbi Wachiso nejake yazimba Wachiso. So many people are building in Wachiso. So give us the real directions for Jopa Electrical Services and share your phone number. And I told you the best way to share your phone number is you write the number, give it 2 gaps, write a number, give it 2 spaces. That's like that, and then it will be like people will see it. Yeah, guys, it's Market Tuesday, guys. Tell us about your products and services. Never take a chance to talk about your business for granted. Some of us wish we could get chances to talk about our businesses, but those opportunities are not there for you to go and do it as you enjoy. So for the love of cars, write about your business, share your contacts, tell people. If you're selling your car, tell people about the car here. The thing with people is we want to achieve with very little effort, especially in marketing. We want to market very little, yet reap too much. That's something that I've learned, that you invest a lot to reap a bit. That's what happens. As long as you're not making a loss, imotoka mugira birafo ina ne sensors awo musira bali mu side mirror ina bu sensor awo mugamba katogenda ogenda kutomera. Yeah, so Market Tuesday, guys, let me give you a chance to tell us about your products and services. Anyone want to sanze jam. Let's tell people about our businesses, products and services. Don't know that the monthly digital marketing course costs only 300,000 shillings. Emitwaro asatu joka the November intake of digital marketing. You want to learn more about that? You call the number 0750 500 655. That's where you go to enroll for the digital marketing course that lasts only 1 month. You study 2 to 3 hours every day, 3 days a week for 4 weeks. Today. So call that number 750 500 655, and that person will help you, will enable you enroll, yeah, for the digital marketing course that lasts only 1 month. That's tell you that much, you don't care, you don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world, you took my heart, never ever, but you made me beg, you made me beg. Every time I come over, you made me beg. But why? Yes, you touch and leave my. But why? I would never let you down, my girl. Till I ring, till I bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, I'll say yes, I'll say no, I'll say baby, let's take it slow. You are my number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a bad part. You made me big, you made me big. Every time I come over, you make me big. But why? Yes, you touch and leave my. But why? But you never ever take what I say. I see I need you, but you do what you do ever again. Chikoze Stanley, I want to ask you one question. You have said the Allion baji overpricing. How much would you have bought that Allion? How much would you have bought that Allion in that condition? And what alternative would you have had? Let's just imagine you were moving with Arthur and you wanted to buy a car at 17.5 million shillings. Yeah, what car would you have bought? What car would you have bought that you are sure would have been in better condition at that price? I'm really curious to learn about your choice. Yeah, kati aonga tutagendayo. I'm waiting for your answer, Stanley.
Broke my world, it goes around, around and round and round and round. I love you so, I never leave you so. Girl, I tell you this every day, every night. That I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Give us a chance, you and I, you and I, you and I. Rachon nimba nimba nimba, Rachon nimba I. Rachon nimba nimba nimba, Rachon nimba I. Rachon nimba Rachon nimba 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 nimba, Rachon nimba Rachon nimba 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 I. Rachon nimba 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 I. Rachon nimba 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 I.
Yes, it's Market Tuesday, guys. Tell us about your products and services, where we can find you, how much you charge, and of course share your contacts so that the people that are looking for your kind of service or product can reach out. Rama Charity Organization, good morning, Ark Vincent. Tabula's plumbing services, Wandera Joshua. To me, I wouldn't say the price, but I think I would have other options like Spatio, New Model, Wish, and others. Okay. Wandera Joshua, yes. Stem cell therapy, good morning. Between buying a Kawundo in the bond 60 million, importing one at 51, what's your advice? Allion looks like Primo in the interior. So, meanwhile, let me talk about the Allion. So yesterday we went to inspect a car. This gentleman initially called me and he had 18 million shillings, and I told him I think he wanted a Spatio new model, and I told him I don't know if we would get one that is in very good condition, but I also advised him against the Spatio new model because I find that it's overpriced. But I told him to try brokers and find options, so he did, and among the cars that he was shown in his price range was that Allion. That Allion was literally the only car in his budget. Spatios were 20 million shillings. Stanley, Ochiwulira. The Spatios were 20 million shillings. Which other car would you have thought of? We actually got a Fielder UBF, but the Fielder wasn't good. We got a Primo new model. It wasn't good. And Spatios, the Spatios that were priced lower than 20 million shillings were not actually good. Then there was some people gave us what was the car? Sienta. Do you guys see Sienta as in Bagamba one is really cheap? Sienta UBF at 17 million shillings. And so what happened is this gentleman had already talked to the brokers. Yeah, had already talked to the brokers. They had sent him options. So what we did was we went and looked at these options. But of all the options that we saw, because of our budget, the Allion was the car in our budget, and was the car that was good. So we also looked for other options the way we do normally, and that's why we went and found the Fielder, we found the Primo new model, you get, and the rest of the cars were not good. And then the other options would have been the Sienta, which he considered later on, because initially he did not like the Sienta, but later on he considered buying the Sienta simply because in my mind I had thought that at 17 we could get a Sienta like UBM. That was in my mind. But when he picked interest in the Sienta, surprisingly everyone we were calling was overpricing the Sienta. Like UBF 17 million, UBH 18 million. Like what? Why would the hell would I buy Sienta UBH at 17 million shillings? You get it? And so now someone would think, why didn't you buy the Spatio at 20 million? Maybe that would have been an option. But I'll tell you one thing, Spatios have a high resale value, but they don't go to 20 million shillings. If someone buys, if I were to advise someone, because I know what happens, if you buy a Spatio 20 million shillings and more, If you're buying a Spacio 20 million shillings and above, you're making a bad choice. Why? Because at the time of selling, you're going to sell it at 16 or 15. That's how it happens. You get it? So you would rather, if you buy a Spacio, let it be 17 at least, or 18 at most if it's a very good buy, because then you lose at least only 3 million. But if you buy a Spacio at 20 million shillings and you end up losing 5 million shillings, why? You remember the Spacio we bought, the UBA we bought it at 16, 17. I don't remember. And the guy told me he had bought the Spacio at 23, but because he had a land issue where he needed 5 million, he had to sell it at a loss of 6 million. You get it, but he sold the car at a loss simply because he bought an overpriced car that no one was willing to buy at the price that he bought. So 20 million shillings for a Spacio would be a very bad buy. So we also, I think someone had a Subaru Impreza at 17, still UB series, but this gentleman, like the Subaru Impreza. And there's something about Subaru that you guys have not learned probably. I've talked to a lot of Subaru owners, the ones that say Subaru is really nice, Tezifa. Most of them don't drive the distances we drive in our Toyotas. Like personally, I drive 90 kilometers a day, minimum 90. You get it? So a person that has a Subaru that does 10, 15 kilometers a day will never say that Subaru is bad, because it does not die. How would it die? Even me, in my Toyota, I drive 90 kilometers a day and I only do random maintenance on bushes, suspension every like 4-5 months. Yet I do 90k a day. So the person that drives 10 kilometers a day would need to drive 9 days for him to make the distance I make just 1 day. You get it? So and when you go to places like where I live, which is a little far, people there don't drive Subarus. And if you find someone doing a Subaru, they either leave it at home, they don't take it, and these are things I have seen, or they work within the area, so they also drive like 10 kilometers. So if you're going to be using your car quite a lot, I would recommend that you stick to Toyota. Yes, I know it's not a very like, it feels like I'm an ambassador of Toyota, but I find that yes, stick to Toyota always. So we are still talking about the Allion. Now the Allion wasn't my preference at all. I would have thought we could get a Fielder, and we got a Fielder at 20 million. But now the Fielder 20 million UBF would have been good, but the Fielder had some work to be done. Like there was a pulley that was making noise, the AC wasn't working, and of course it had some dents. But like if the person had given us the Fielder at our budget, like 18, it had old tires, like one tire was bad, the 3 tires were really good. So, and the reason we didn't even test drive it was because the person was selling strictly 20 million and it was the lowest Fielder. Like you guys have called me and you said, I want to buy a Fielder, I have 20 million shillings, and I told you, you will not get it. So yes, I know where a Fielder is, but it has some work to be done. It would probably like consume like a car 500 or 600,000 when you're trying to fix it. So we did not buy the Fielder. It was a better buy if it had been good. And then we went and saw a Primo new model. Remember you guys when we bought the Primo new model UP at 12? Now we found a Primo that was being sold at kati abantu batandikidde parking emmotoka mu kifo kyange when parking simanyi lwaki batuuka ku eyo level. So we went and saw the Primo. Let me shift and park somewhere else. So cancel parking. Kari katumale discussion yenu. So How is California? Rogerio Deligario. Athens, I love the Spacio so much, but due to overprice, Katindaba Raum is better option. Yes, we had the Raum as an option, but he doesn't like the sliding doors. The person doesn't like a sliding. Banang, I'm an architect for all architectural plans and consultancy. We design and build. Share your contact, Nami Robambi. Share your contact. Brian Wanyama, good morning. The owner of the field at 20, when it has work to do, Alimba Jakusarako. Yaganye. And that's why me, I did not even drive test it. So but it was it was literally a very good offer, because another person that had the same broker that the person that bought took us to had a fielder, still UBF, selling it at 23 million shillings. So I find that the fielder at 20 would have been a good buy. But normally this, I don't want to encourage someone to buy a car that has stuff to fix if you can avoid having that. Tell me about the RAV4. How much would a good one cost? Of course, not forgetting the price of tires. Until you go into the market with intention to buy, you'll never know how crazy prices have become. Exactly. I thought that we could get a Sienta like UBN million nga 17 nga BF zebatunda. I was even disappointed. I'm disappointed that prices are going that high. So why did we buy the Allion? Aba testing the motor cars zona zetu testing. The Allion was the best option of all the cars. The Allion is the premium model for the guys that don't know. It shares everything. Ekyawukanamu ye design. But the engine is the same, the gearbox is the same, so it's just as maintaining a premium new model. And then why did we still buy the Allion? Sometime, I think last week or the week before that, I had someone who wanted to buy an Allion. That very Allion, we had 18 million shillings. We failed to find it. So kakati, there are cars that you probably are going to be thinking tezina resale value abantu bazagala. That's because you have not seen someone that really wants it. It's a good car. Twagivuzemu ne tujigezesa, and then immediately after buying the car, umami yatadeke mipira. It's literally the only thing. I know koza mchimiro, but that's the only thing he did. Uchitegera kuteka ko mipira badaga kuteka ko Android radio bichinemuga. But why don't you drive that car for 3 months before you do any of those things? The AC works perfectly. There are cars we have bought at 18 without working AC. So the Allion is the premium new model. Now it will feel good when you're driving the actual premium new model, and we saw a premium new model at 15. It was about UAW, but it did not check the boxes. So we left it. So you can imagine we left a car that was priced lower. Nitugule moroke eri waggulu mukko ngate tujirabange etatunda. But for you to know, and this is something that probably we all need to learn as you're going to buy a car. If you're going to buy a car that will give you peace. Don't over-concentrate on resale value. Think about your peace of mind. The Allion is too comfortable for life. Buy a car that will give you a lot of comfort, that will give you ease of maintenance. Why? You don't want to sell your car ngoliku pressure. Even the high resale value cars, boboliku pressure genda kusara. Like I told you about the Spacio guy, I think is the best example. Yajigule milioni 23, yajitukuza ba 16. Twajigula meka 16 kitondo 17. I don't remember. Twaka twajigula 17 because yangamba yamusale milioni 6. Ngate ezo ziyagula zetubala tetubaze maintenance we gwazatekamu kuba yagisprayinga no gisprayinga. Okitegera. So kati if you buy a high resale value car but you don't sell it at your peace of mind, at your taking your time, egenda kusala. You remember you guys have been telling you in practice babaja ne bagigulanze njikuwa nengera nenonya Prius. But I'm not on pressure. Buli bwobera ku pressure otunda layisi ekintu ekirungi ennyo ate n'okinonya nga tosobola kukizzaawo. Kati that guy that sold the Spacio at 17 taina wajijja ne bozimu wa milioni 17. And normally the guys that say nemoroka eno tebatusedde, like this gentleman was still thinking about the Allion still. But because of what I saw in the market myself, the Allion was the better bet. Era bwe yabadde akyerowooza, I had to pick my kids from school, ne mbagamba manyi ono mwami kasooka alowooze nga bwe ngenda onuna batabani bange. okitegeera, and then eventually he made up his mind, and yeah, and then we went, because I need to be there to sign on the agreement, I think. So I wanted to actually escape, and then because he knew the broker before, so I think they knew each other, so it was easier for them to proceed without me. So we got the money from the bank, we paid, signed, then the Allion was the better bet, I'm telling you. This time, yes, the Allion would not be my first choice as well, but looking at the other options that you have in the market at that price, Yaba did the best bet. Would you rather buy a Fielder that has accident history? Would you buy a Primo that nobody likes? Because Primo is Primo, but I did not like it, the mechanic did not like it, the buyer did not like it. Fielder you to yagadde, but we were disappointed. It was not as good as the Fielder should be. Okitegeera ate ng'agiremezaamu emiliyoni abiri, twali twagajjugulanga miliyoni 16 oba 17, mujugula 17 n'omanya nti kana kakadde kuba yabadde n'emipiira gyayo ya push to start and all those things, naye yalemeddeko miliyoni abiri. Those old men kye nabagambye atajja gitunda, because someone will walk around and they'll fail to find a Fielder at 20 million shillings. They'll go and buy it. That's the thing with cars. Once you're not selling like something is chasing you, someone will eventually come and buy. You just need to know the value of what you have. Like you look at when you look at cars, me, I happen to understand that with this money you can get a car in this condition. Like someone was saying, someone booked for inspection, by the way, some time to come, and he said he wants to buy a Ractis or Fielder 2008 at 17. Now I replied to his message, I said, we shall see. I think I said, okay. Why? Because at 17 million shillings for you to get a good Ractis, you get. Now here, when you're just talking about it, it seems like, imoroka sinza jigura sente zisuka zino. But gwezo sente zogamba bazikuwa bagambe gendo ginonyize ngeri mu mbeera nnungi. Okitegera, there is this thing of buying ze najiguze sente zino. That is okay. But the thing of buying that car in good condition at that budget, that's where the hard things start. Nti sente zobeera nazo nga nyingi, okitegeera, naye nga tezigula mmotoka eyo ngeri mu mbeera nnungi. The Fielder 2008 at 17 ogenda jijjawa. But of course ayagadde mmalamu maanyi so that he can search, tomanya ayinza okugifuna. Omukisa gukwatira naye miliyoni 17 baba. 2008. But omukisa gusobola omukwata ng'oli alina ekimugoba ng'ayagala kukimaliriza nakyo kiveewo kati gwe emikisa. And we have also been lucky. We have been lucky and we bought cars and it was pure luck. Like you see how we were going to buy the Allion, someone sent him a Corolla like mine, a UAW 16.5 million shillings. Ng'ate agiwaana, and I told him, but gwogenda giguzaani. Okitegeera, because right now someone abalabalamu onguze emoroka UAW million 16, naye ate million 16 ngattako bweziti nenfuna emoroka eri better. Okitegeera kyekyo. But no, you're atunda Corolla 16.5 million shillings. He's going to sell it. Why? Someone is going to be looking for a Corolla mubule. Kati mujukira when you bought the Corolla 12.5. It's like, okay, why buy an expensive car when you can buy one that is more affordable and still it does the same job as the expensive car that you wanted to buy? Okitegeera. Amina, Christ Love, Isoba Ivan, Lucky Mose, Wandera Joshua, Yusuf Minaj. Nowadays you change the broadcast. We used to start at 7:30. No, I did not change. I've just been late. I went to drop my sons, and then we had small talk there with the teachers, and that's how I came late. Sorry about that. Latinos, TikTok, need the same. Trump fena feta tuwagira. Katwela Benjamin, hi. Billy Fisher, my professor is from Ghana. Okay. Says Kagaba ngenda funa YouTube bajitanga teno YouTube GB YouTube Rama charity organization in this state new. So today is Market Tuesday, guys. Tell us about your products and services. Tell us where to find you. Give us your phone number. Tell us your price range so that people can support you. Never take for granted a chance to advertise. Like I would like to tell you that at Platos, we're enrolling at the 1 month for the 1 month digital marketing course, where anyone, as long as you can speak English, you know how to use a computer and a smartphone, you can enroll for that course and learn how to utilize digital marketing for your business. And then we also have a 1 week social media and content marketing training that takes place every week. It doesn't enrolling every Monday. It enrolls. Like yesterday we enrolled, we will enroll next Monday, and then like that. And then the digital marketing one enrolls every month after month. Which take it. If you have money, buy a Prado, more secure on collision than Allion. Yeah, but you see, Lawrence, the reason why people don't buy Prados is because we are constantly looking for cars that don't consume a lot of fuel. You get it? We are looking for cars that don't consume a lot of fuel. That's what we are looking for, and that's why people buy these small cars. The collision is okay, safety is good, but you know there is a time in your life when you're not really looking for safety, where safety is yourself. You get where the car you drive is not really what is going to keep you safe. It's you who is going to keep yourself safe, because it's only you that you can afford. Okitegeera. Namira Bagambi akola interiors for the Airbnbs. Vincent Agambe, he designs and develops websites. Guys, share your phone numbers. You share you write a number, you skip 2 spaces, you put 2 spaces, go to the next number. Your number will show. Share your numbers, email addresses. You write email at jiwandike at, or you take in brackets, at let's say Yahoo, and .com ne dot jiwandike like dot, or you take in brackets, and then people will be able to see your email addresses. So Market Tuesday, guys, we normally tell people about our businesses, where we are found, how much our products cost, and then we share our phone numbers. And for the guys that want to enroll for digital marketing or social media and content marketing courses, the number for you to call is 0750 500 655. And yes, Kamsewa Kanamke SPK driving school, Kanyanya, Kugaza, Kazimba Kali before Gaz Bobo Imperial. That's where SPK driving school is. SPK will help you with learning how to drive, helping you process driver's licenses as well. So go and enroll to SPK. They will be able to help you. Nkola pre-purchase inspection kumitwala namwe etano joka 450k. Now that money is value compared to what you can lose, and people have lost some money, which take it. And then car trackers as well. Your car is an asset. The day it gets stolen, that's when you will know that it's an asset. And Rama, what should I advertise for you? And of course, car alarms are 210,000, trackers are 350k and 450k respectively. One is voice activated, you can call and talk to people. The other is not. Rama, what should I advertise for you? So guys, checho President Antonio ali mu ggwanga sinaba mulabako, njagala mulabako very soon. Enaku zino bibadde bintwala. I think this week is a little calmer for me. It's going to be calmer, so I think I can relax a little bit. But you guys, one thing I've realized, I'm looking at someone here. The one thing I've realized is that as we grow old, we relax a little bit more. We relax. I find that some people, as they grow old, they smile a little more. Like as they grow old, they let go of stress, they let go of things that would disturb them, and then they concentrate on themselves, and then they smile a little more. I hope I'll be the kind of person that smiles more as I grow old. That's really what I hope. We are found in Kenya. Software developers coming to Uganda very soon. Oh, Lawrence Gachone. Website. What's your website or email address for people to contact you? By the way, I noticed yesterday we may have some buffet here, so members should take caution who they deal with. It says there are buffet everywhere. There are buffet everywhere, and now you need to take caution. Even when you're dealing with Arthur, but there are buffet everywhere. Arthur, can you please enlighten a little about the way you are decides the tax they charge on a car? They follow the year of manufacture, they follow the engine capacity, They follow the size, the number of seats your car has, the number of wheels you get. Yeah, and then they have a standard that they follow there, like 2010 models, this number of seats, this capacity of the engine, they'll pay this amount in tax. Which take Harrison, what kind of help do you need from me? There's a message that has been held for review. I don't know why. Maybe it's a number. Isaac. Yes, thank you. Say it. One way akufeze. But I know that in every community, how is the Prado prices like? Used, what could be, which Prado? Because there's that the word Prado kajambia. You're telling Tagali, me, I find that it's not comfortable. Then there's the TX. The TX has challenges with the ball joints that they break. Like if you don't take care of them or if you don't replace them in time, they break. And then the Prados that come with the Ronaldos and above, those ones have no problem. It's just the price thing. Can you or can you not afford them? That's all. Lawrence Gachone Bafere are scammers. Joel TX just ball joints. Atengera TX eyo ojja kusobola okujugula million 15, 16, 17. You see with TX you don't be picky with number plate. A friend needs a CVT expert. What happened? Did the CVT gearbox crash? Because if it crashed, buy a new one. Or it has a leakage. The leakage can be fixed. Kasebanga gearbox 10 nafa. Is there a CVT gearbox expert here? What was CVT gearbox expert na chotu chirabe? Afuna omulimu. Says Chogamba. Like they write text normally that nga siwa wano. So guys, munzikirize mbasibule. Tuinayo ka shoot eyo office kati. Our students are acting, directing, script writing. They are doing their short films, and I've not been part of them for a very long time. Literally every day, like yesterday, I didn't even sit in the office. I straight away went for pre-purchase inspection. Muyombia Mark, Omni Wandiambi, Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm, Tusime, Eddie Vinicats, John's Info, Travel Live Vlog, Louis, Serada John Paul, Patrick Rio Porto Farm, Pade Paul, Sema Kambesije, Chigozi Stanley, Ntare Samuel, Michael UG, Nampija Juliet, Innocent Mugabi Wabuye Nelson, Morad K Momo VIP, Toddy Ronald Musema Saddam, Travel Live Vlog, Isaac Malinga, Deus the Tita, Mugumia Innocent, Council Patrick Asiku, Vinicats Rama Charity Organizations, Vincent Tabulas Public Services, Stem Cell Therapy, Katumba Hamidu, Kitha Mashedi Shadrach, Viola Namiro, Seth Kagaba, Rogerio Delgadillo, Brian Wanyama, Isoba Ivan, Christ Love, Yusuf Minaj, Lucky Mose, Harrison, Kumaze Katwena M. Benjamin, Big Billy Fish Sticks, Seth Kagaba, Rama Charity Organization, Lawrence Gachone, Vincent W, Luirika Isaac, Jita Jero, Arthur H. Sanidide Munange. You'll be surprised that people like things differently. I love my beard like this. I know it doesn't look pretty for some people, but I find that people live differently. Me, I love my beard like this. Yeah, it's the thing that the society wants. Comb it. I don't want to, and yeah, I think it's just a phase that I go through. Periodically, I don't want to comb, then periodically I comb. But this is how I want it, like today. Let's take the jitter. A 1-inch straw dropped in the gearbox while they were refilling its TC oil, and they're opting to open the CVT and remove the debris. Yeah, if the guy that was refilling the gearbox, by the time they allowed him to refill, I'm thinking he's trusted. So let him do it. They do it. But if you trust the guy, let him do. Isaac Abagambi guy agambia aina Matuga estate na kukuba ploti mukaga atano ku 10 echapa wechiri milioni 18. Stanley agaye mpuya njagala kutika chi prayers gwate lwachi nedda chitikke Arthur Jero yogedde ku kirevu kyanga akyesonywe. Mwe bagayi mweno mujja kudda mwe temumanyi. One of the reasons why we are self-employed is because we can do what we want sometimes, like not all the time, but I want my beard this way. Brush weeri wano yeeriwa basaniza batabani bange brush kumacha mweri muno mulimu n'akasanirizo, but I don't want to comb it, just ukitegeera. You see, that's the thing with deciding to live happy. Kirabye guys, munzikirize mbasibule. I'll see you tomorrow in Lifestyle Wednesday, and remember on Thursday we'll be talking about the disadvantages, dangers, the negative side effects of upgrading your car too soon. But after, which is cheaper, shipping or buying from the bond? Shipping is cheaper but has risks. As I kind of thing with creatives. No, it's not really about creatives. I know people that are in the creative industry, but they comb. They're really camped. But me, I think now I feel like being like this, and no one is going to make me change it. Ochitegere, tubonabona nnyo kati. So say sometimes it's cheaper to ship, but shipping, me, I would only recommend for you to ship if you have someone the other side on the ground asobola okugenda ku mmotoka n'agirabako n'agiwuliriza n'akugamba ene mmotoka n'akebera ku rust ne batakufera. Of course, people are saying the Japanese have a lot of integrity, but I would not stick to that. Even with high integrity countries, wali yaba yayi. After my comments have disappeared, sorry man, sorry. Chemanyiza ekaze numbers zizi no nyina zenda beza holding for review. So guys, I wish you a very lovely day. I take a breath and then go up and do some work. May God bless you guys. Granted, God bless you, ciao.